Everybody's losing their mind, ma'am, except for me and you and Cranky Weather Guy, because we're awesome. Monsoon trough looks to kick a disturbance along, kept pinned well south and west by the strong Atlantic Azores high. Tropical disturbance to modestly organized tropical cyclone development. Possible. See what we've got for certain in about 5 days. The Gulf traverse would be in an 8 to 10 day period, which would take us to the July 4th or 5th window. So no matter what, around the 4th or 5th of July, we're looking for some interesting tropical action, baby. Yeah, so we got one dot we'll be watching coming from the Atlantic, and the CAG, the Gulf of Mexico feature that we've been watching that the GFS had showed as a tropical storm or a hurricane. The last 3 model runs have backed way off. So let's hope that the atmospheric defense team, with a combination of the strong wind shear and the prayer warriors and that Saharan dust storm that is monstrous, is doing its job. But we will continue to watch this no matter what. Either way, worst case scenario, you get one hurricane tropical storm coming up out of the Gulf, and then you get one coming up out of the Atlantic about the same time. It is 2020, man, For now, us weather weenie junkie nerds have severe weather to tide us over to be watching out for. Plus, rain, thunder, and lightning and storms. It's been raining in Texas a lot, which is great. I love the rain. But see this big broken banana thingy? Yep, that is today's severe weather zone. I know Alabama and Mississippi had some tornadoes yesterday. Today, the South Dakota, the North Dakota, the Minnesota need to be watching out, especially you, Watertown, and Katniss Aberdeen. Jennifer Lawrence is pretty. Tomorrow, you got an orange bean of doom over the Great Lakes. That would be Michigan and Wisconsin, if I'm correct. We're talking Wisconsin, Michigan, ding, 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 I was right. And then Illinois is yellow, and Missouri and Ohio. And shout out to Dave Chappelle and family. And then a whole lot of rain for a whole lot of people. Look at all of Texas will be rainy. And all of the South will be rainy. And then you just get shit tons of rain the day after tomorrow. And your severe weather chances are going to be up in this area. Let's scroll down and find out for sure. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and the New York Yonkers. I bet people like to go bonkers in Yonkers. Oh, man. Yeah, severe weather. It's the new hot trend thing in June. There is a lot of moisture streaming up from the Mexico and Central American volcano ranges. So more rain will be in the forecast. And if that isn't exciting enough for you, earthquakes seem to be stealing some headlines. We had a 7.7 in Mexico a couple days ago. Then yesterday we had a 5.8 in California. And then we had a 6.4 in China moments ago. So if Mother Nature is a rockin', don't come a knockin'. Wow, look at all those storms busting off over the Cubas. Those are wild. And we're looking at heavier rain for the northern states into the Canadas and then into Kentucky and Tennessee. Areas around there maybe. But like today, parts of near Houston got 8 inches of rain, and that was not predicted. So the weather's pretty crazy these days. Selena Gomez update. Apparently she is safe, sound, and happy. So that's good. Man, look at that bottom lip, though. Yeah, we had a 6.4 earthquake in Xinjiang of China. This 966 low would be super north. We're talking about Greenland, which is weird. But yeah, this is nuts. These are crazy times, man. The monster Saharan dust storm should be showing up on North American shores any minute now. Will they have a monster facing them? Probably not. But, I guess it's possible. Hello, Comet Panstar C2017 T2. It's near M106. We've got an unsettled Saturday caused by Lee Goldberg. 2 rounds of showers and thunderstorms Saturday. First round mid to late morning signals a spike in humidity. Oh no, not humidity. Second round in the afternoon and evening may feature strong to severe storms, especially north and west. In between clouds can break for some hazy sun. All right. I don't know, man, but like with names like Binghamton and Williamsport and Scranton and Kingston, you guys sound kind of hoity-toity. I've never been up here. Are you guys hoity-toity? I don't mean to judge. I'm trying to force the funny. That never works. In the Paramushir Islands, the Kurils, Russia, we had some intermittent strong volcano explosions at the Ebeko volcano. And with all the gas giants and all planets on the same side, we're on the lookout all through 2020 for major earthquakes and volcano eruptions pretty much anywhere in the United States or Earth. Sprout Dracula showing everybody how to plant seeds. It's best if you blow on them. There you go. Yeah, a few more rumblings of possible tropical activity in the Atlantic coming from the 12Z EFS. Development of a weep tropical system, depression, or storm could occur as soon as next week, well east of the Lesser Antilles. But yeah, me and the best weatherman on the planet, Cranky Weather Guy, are watching that sneaky pipeline that has produced a few disturbances so far early this season. Some curiosities in the southeast U.S. coastal front, but not really. Mostly watching the southwest periphery of the high for tropical rains and or a disturbance in time. And so this is the area we will be watching. Because we are talking about vast high-pressure west extension return flow setting up coastal fronts and bathing them in deep tropical moisture all along the Gulf Coast, which means we're getting a bunch of rain either way, guys. Western and Central Gulf focus increases in time as eastern U.S. ridging rebuilds. Yeah, so we could be having some flooding situations happening in the near future for a lot of places in the Gulf over the next week or two with so much moisture headed our way. You guys know I like sprites, right? Because they're magical and they seem to be getting clearer crystally all the time. Paul M. Smith, one of the sprites over Kansas on June 19th that I managed to capture up close. Love the intricacies here. So amazing to think each of those small beads is probably the size of a football field. Maybe they're magical creatures sent by God and Jesus come to save the day. They're just taking their sweet-ass time getting here. With everybody talking about doom all the time, I like to be radically different and independent, and I'm like optimism. An intense upper trough tracks into the northwest on Sunday. West central U.S. early next week, 7-day precipitation forecast shows copious amounts of rainfall in parts of northern Rockies and plains. Much cooler than normal temperatures also return to the west early next week. Yo. I really think if back in the day they would have drawn more comics of Thor cuddling, laughing, having fun, that my life would be more cuddlier in 2020. But that's not about weather, except metaphorically, so let's get to it. Nicholas Barreto breaking. We now have Tropical Storm Boris, the second named storm of the 2020 Pacific hurricane season. It is no threat to land or Hawaii. It's expected to weaken, and Boris is boring. Crankster with the oddball configuration, trough sweeping through the Ohio Valley, multiple disturbances along the northwest periphery of the larger upper level circulation. We get a final dance with an eastern North American circuit flushing through into offshore the first few days of July as the hemisphere logjam abates. The dude abides. But yeah, we're still watching that CAG next weekend. Odds are that it'll form an area of low pressure, but the question remains where. We'll watch July 4th for the birth of a low potentially. It's brought to us by Zach Covey. Nothing to worry about, just keeping tabs. This is what we're doing. And yeah, I mean, it's hurricane season, so it's best to be prepared for a hurricane. And then if none ever show up, just be happy. That's how we do it. But we've been watching these too low systems like a hawk. Like I said, the GFS has backed off the intensity. A lot can change. But I would rather not have a hurricane hit the USA than have one hit, because 2020 is complicated and challenging enough. As gusty winds return early next week, ongoing wildfires could grow out of control again, and any new wildfires that spark could spread very quickly. And a good news, this area's not as hot, but very windy. Heads up, buckwads. Meredith Garofalo letting us know severe thunderstorm watch for parts of North Dakota and Minnesota until 9 p.m. Thursday. Hail up the size of tennis balls in your face possible. And wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. Stay safe, everyone. Yeah, in Houston, we had some major rain. And some areas had some pretty nasty flooding. But yeah, me, Cranky, Dada Boo, and the whole Weather Twitter team are definitely watching this dot and then the dot over here like hawks. Louisiana Skywatch doing awesome Asteroid Fight Club stuff, giving me a heads up. I'm Baton Rouge. Things are about to get crazy. And yeah, it's crazy times, man. And if Cranky is doing like a tweet storm on a possible storm coming, then it's best to pay attention. And so I'm watching the one that may come out of here. And we're all watching the one that is going to be sweeping across. But if it did, it would probably get pushed into parts of like Texas, like San Antonio would be my guess. But a lot can change in a week. And we got this comet coming. And right now it's below the ecliptic. When it gets higher, we won't be able to see it. And with photos, right now it's already at naked eye visibility. It's just next to the sun, so we can't see it. So it could be super impressive. It could be like, oh, wow, that is the comet we've been waiting for forever. And then I'll grab my imaginary girlfriend's hand, and I will kiss her, and then romance will spread out throughout the universe, and everything will improve, asterisk. But yeah, Weather Twitter's starting to get excited because we have multiple areas to watch for possible tropical cyclone development. Iceland's hit by thousands of earthquake tremors as scientists warn volcano may erupt. Comet C2020 F3 Neowise, the one that we're looking out for to be extremely impressive in July, has two tails. This brought to us by Alex Lubers. Yeah, Brady, it was rainy for sure. For sure. For sure. Yeah, man, this comet is going to be cool, bro. This comet is going to be cool. Asterisk, it could totally fail and get blown to parts by the sun, so don't get mad at me if in 2 weeks this comet is not cool. I like to get really excited about comets and then get let down. That's just how it goes. Yeah, it was floodier earlier, man. But the big volcano signal is the fact that you have a zillion wildfires going off in the middle of Siberia, and parts of there hitting like 100 degrees, man. And then the New England area is really, really anomalously hot. Yeah, I don't know. 2020 is just wild. Be prepared for just about anything. And always get right with God. I love you. Stay cool, and may God bless every one of us. And may the force be with us always. And may we all live long and prosper together. Talk to you soon.